Ford Diagnostic Trouble Code P0301 indicates that the engine control module has detected a misfire in cylinder number 1. This is one of the most common engine codes that Ford vehicle owners encounter. The code P0301 breaks down into specific components. P indicates this is a powertrain-related issue. 0 means it's a generic OBD2 code that applies to all vehicle manufacturers. 3 signifies an ignition system or misfire problem. And 01 specifies that the issue is with cylinder number 1. To understand this code, we need to identify where cylinder 1 is located in the engine. Here's a typical Ford engine layout showing the cylinder arrangement. The engine control module continuously monitors each cylinder's performance using various sensors. When cylinder 1 fails to fire properly, the ECM detects this through crankshaft position changes and triggers the P301 code. A cylinder 1 misfire produces several noticeable symptoms. The most common include rough idle, reduced engine power, check engine light activation, hesitation during acceleration, and increased fuel consumption. Here's what you might see in a real Ford vehicle when P0301 is detected. The diagnostic scanner will display this code, indicating the specific cylinder 1 misfire condition. If left unaddressed, a cylinder 1 misfire can cause serious damage to your vehicle's catalytic converter. The unburned fuel from the misfiring cylinder can overheat and damage this expensive emission control component. Understanding P301 is the first step in addressing this common Ford engine issue. The code specifically identifies a cylinder 1 misfire, which requires prompt attention to prevent costly damage and restore proper engine performance. Understanding the root causes of P0301 is crucial for effective diagnosis. Research shows that faulty spark plugs account for 40 to 50% of all cylinder 1 misfire cases, making them the primary suspect in most situations. Ignition coil failure represents 25 to 30% of cases, particularly in coil-on-plug systems. Fuel system problems like clogged injectors account for 15 to 20%, while mechanical issues such as low compression make up the remaining 5 to 10%. Before beginning diagnosis, gather the essential tools. You'll need an OBD2 scanner to verify codes, a socket wrench set for component removal, and a spark plug socket for safe plug extraction. The diagnostic process follows a systematic approach. First, verify the P301 code using your OBD2 scanner. Clear any codes and take a test drive to confirm the misfire returns consistently. Next, inspect the spark plug from cylinder 1. Remove the ignition coil and extract the plug using the proper socket. Look for electrode wear, carbon deposits, oil fouling, or incorrect gap spacing. The third step involves testing the ignition coil using the swap method. Move the cylinder 1 coil to another cylinder, clear codes, and test drive. If the misfire moves to the new cylinder, replace the coil. If the misfire persists on cylinder 1, check the fuel injector using a multimeter to test resistance and listen for proper clicking sounds. As a final step, perform a compression test to identify potential mechanical issues. Prevention is key to avoiding future P0301 codes. Replace spark plugs every 60,000 to 100,000 miles, depending on your vehicle. Use top-tier gasoline to prevent carbon buildup and address any misfires immediately to protect your catalytic converter from damage.